Hi, my name is Naja Patna, and today we'll be talking about the topic of time, value, and money. This is for my presentation in Real Estate Principles 321. What is time value of money? So the definition is the time value of money is a basic financial concept that says that money in the present is worth more than the same sum of money that can be received in the future. The time value of money is sometimes referred to as the net present value, NPV, of money. So as you can see on the picture that I have put on the side, it's the more money you get goes with the more time that you get, and the value also increases with that. How it works. So the time value of money demonstrates that all things being equal, it seems better to have money now rather than later. Although the amount is the same, we can do much more with the money if you have it now, because over time you can earn more interest on your money. That is because money today can be used, invested, or grown. So as you can see on the picture on this side, people often question whether do you want the money now or do you want to wait for the time. But it is better to have the money now because it can grow with time. You cannot grow money that you don't have. So if you want to wait for your money, it would not help you financially because you cannot invest or grow, as I said, if you do not have that money in hand to grow with. So why did I pick this topic? So I am an accounting major, and so I was drawn to this topic because obviously money, and I never really understood the concept of time and money. So it brings a deeper understanding of how money works over time. Um, as I learned more about this topic, it shifted my perspective on how I think how money is more beneficial in the present than it is in the future. So in my head, I always thought if you wait, money will grow. But as I said in the previous slides, if you don't have that money, it cannot grow. So it shifted my perspective into getting the money as soon as possible so you can grow it yourself. Money just doesn't grow without any help. Um, this concept is also connected to a lot of different areas in business. So a lot of different businesses use time value of money, or as I said previously, they call it NPV. So this topic helped my understanding beyond just like one lesson. It helped me connect that different businesses also use this. So this topic will help me grow in a lot of ways. So I can apply time value money into my personal life. So time value money is an important concept to understand about personal finances. So as I said, if you get money now, it can also grow. So as just a college student, I'm a college junior, I need to learn about these things because soon I will be graduating and I will have a job, I'll have a family, and I'll have different things. So understanding the concept of time, value, and money will help me grow my finances by myself to where I won't really need somebody to tell me how everything works. I can figure it out for myself because I've taken this course, I've used these concepts, so I understand it myself. It can help you decide how much to budget, evaluate a job offer, figure out if a loan is a good deal, and help you save money for the future. So during this course, actually, I have just started to make a savings account because money that I have now, it is now being invested. It is having interest and it is growing. So if I keep saving and I keep adding, by the time I graduate, I will have a good amount to help me in the future. And I would have never really thought about this unless taking this course. So again, it really helped me in my personal life. Figuring out how much to budget, I have done very much better job budgeting over the semester, so I don't have to just go out to eat every night. I can realize budgeting that getting groceries from Walmart is a lot more beneficial than eating out every night. It can help save, and the budget is just a lot better. Evaluate a job offer. This upcoming summer, I plan to get an internship. So, looking at the different perks and the pay and things of that nature, it'll help evaluate the job offer, knowing that how much time I'm getting off, how much I'm getting paid, and how much it'll all help me at the end. Figuring out if a loan is a good deal. I mean, I've never had to take out a loan, but I've definitely heard or seen those things from my parents. And when the time does come where it is my turn to take out a loan, I will know from Time Value of Money if it is a good deal or is it not. And I can't wait to take that next step into my life to know and to grow from that. TVM showcases why your money loses value over time because of inflation. So, as of recently, of course, inflation is continuing to grow, whether it's gas or groceries or, again, eating out. So, if you look into these different things because of this concept, you will understand why inflation is occurring, how to help yourself with those problems. And so I'm just very grateful to have learned this concept, and I will be using it in my personal life it will impact my personal life very much. So the benefits of time value money in real estate. So there are 3 main reasons that I came up with. Investment decisions, mortgage analyst, cash flow planning. So TVM helps evaluate whether a property is a good investment by comparing the present value of expected future rental income or resale value of the cost today. So I've also learned this in my accounting class about the present value or the future value. So time value of money can also help in the professional life as well, learning these different investment decisions. Mortgage analyst is essential for understanding loan interest rates and comparing financial options. Again, real estate has a lot to do with money and just how much the money can grow or will grow over time. So again, interest rates, just increasing financial options between different investors and different options, and understanding the loans, again, is essential in understanding TVM. And cash flow planning. Real estate often involves long-term cash flows. TVM helps assess the profitability of projects over time. So yes, so in real estate, it is usually a long process. People just don't buy it on the spot. A lot of it is different payments over time. So knowing that you don't want the house, like the money, to grow over time with it, so TVM will help know the profitability of the projects over time, whether you should wait, whether you should buy it now, and things of that nature. Benefits in urban planning. So there are 2 things that I have found: cost benefit analysis and budget allocation. So TVM is used when evaluating long-term projects, infrastructure projects like public transit systems or parks, where the costs are upfront but the benefits spread over decades. So a lot of people want to make memorials, a lot of people want to build parks, and a lot of people think that these things are for a long time to come, and that sometimes that's not the case. Some projects may fail, some may rise. So the cost benefit will help you figure out long-term projects, like if you want to build a train or you want to have bus stations or parks. Again, you want to know how much you have to pay in that moment, and will you gain profit from those things, or like I said, some things may not do as well as other projects. Budget allocation, it helps in prioritizing projects by comparing present value of future returns, ensuring resources are used efficiently. So budget, make sure you're putting your money in the right places. So for example, if you want to build a park, you need to know what resources you need to do to make sure that the park runs very efficiently and that everything goes up to par to where it can be a long-term project and it doesn't fail immediately. So knowing where to put your money in different situations is what helps TVM in the long run. So benefits in development, I found 3 reasons: project feasibility, funding and financing, and timing strategy. So TVM helps developers decide if a project will be financially successful, especially when returns are expected after construction begins. You just don't want to throw your money away and waste your money. You want to make sure that your project will be successful even if there are returns expected after construction begins. Funding and financing. Developers often deal with various financing structures. Understanding TVM allows them to choose the most cost-effective options. So, that's just putting into your project as much as you want. So you want to make sure that you're funding in the right places and you're choosing the things that will help your project out the most financially. You don't want to have the most expensive wood when that's not the most cost-effective option that will help you in the long run. Timing strategy, knowing how delays or early completion affect the value of future cash inflows or outflows help in scheduling and decision making. Knowing when to start this project and how fast or how long it will be to make sure that the value and the cash inflow and outflow helps as much time as you put into the project. And here are all the references that I used for this project. I used 5 different resources. I grabbed a lot of information and I learned so much about the time value of money. Thank you for listening to my presentation, and thank you for the topic that I've grown a lot from. Thank you.